All right, let's just get right into it, shall we? Because I totally know that feeling. You're passionate about helping people, you love this stuff, but the second you have to sell something, your stomach just does a flip. You're picturing that super pushy person at the mall kiosk, and you're just like, nope, that is not me. Well, guess what? We are not doing that today.
I mean, right? It's like this universal fear we all have. The whole idea of pressuring someone, of making them feel backed into a corner, it's just the worst. And you know why it feels so unnatural? Because it is unnatural. We're literally wired for connection, not for transactions. So if you've ever felt that pit in your stomach, you are in exactly the right place, because we're about to flip this whole thing on its head.
And this, right here, is the big secret. It's actually that simple. The goal isn't to shove a product at someone. The goal is to understand their story, to get curious about what's really going on in their life, and then, and only then, see if you have something that could genuinely make it better. That's it. This one little shift changes absolutely everything.
So the very first thing we gotta do, it's a total mindset shift. We're taking the word sales and we're giving it a complete and total makeover. I want you to forget everything you think you know about closing deals or hitting numbers. From now on, we're focusing on the amazing human being on the other side of the conversation.
Okay, get ready, because this is the new formula. This is the entire game right here. Sales is simply educating someone about their choices and motivating them based on their own goals. You're not a salesperson, you're a guide. You're basically a friendly tour guide, helping them see the path from where they are now to where they really truly want to be.
Now, this is super interesting because it helps us be better guides. Think of this like a ladder, okay? Someone in pre-contemplation, well, they're not even thinking about making a change. Someone in action is already climbing. Your job is just to figure out which rung they're on and meet them right there. You're not trying to drag them all the way to the top in 5 minutes. That's just stressful for everyone.
Okay, so let's get into the practical stuff, the actual tools. If our job is to understand people, then our most powerful tool isn't talking, it's asking. The right questions, asked with genuine, honest-to-goodness curiosity, will unlock everything you need to know to actually help. And this is probably the simplest, most effective way to structure any conversation. Seriously, think of it like you're directing a little movie about their life. You start with what's happening right now, then you rewind the tape to see how they got here, and then you fast forward to see where the story's headed. It's so natural it feels less like a sales pitch and more like a great chat.
So here they are, your secret weapons. For the present, just ask, so what's going on right now? For the past, wow, how long has that been happening? Have you tried anything for it? And then the future, and this one is the game changer. If nothing at all changes, where do you see this in, say, 6 to 12 months? That question, when they say the answer out loud, they hear it, and that's where the magic is.
Okay, this is so important. Your questions are designed to dig past the logical needs to get to the emotional wants. Somebody might say they need more energy. Okay, that's logical, but what they really want is to be able to play with their grandkids at the park and not feel totally wiped out. That want, that feeling, that's what inspires people to make a change. And here it is, your new mantra. Seriously, write this down somewhere. Your job is to listen, not to give a lecture. Every single time you feel that urge to jump in with a fact about a product, just take a breath, ask another gentle question, and listen. The more they share, the more the right solution just becomes obvious to both of you.
All right, the scary part. What happens when you hear that dreaded no? Or, I need to ask my doctor. Or, that's a little too expensive. This is where most of us freeze up. But we're not going to panic. We're going to start seeing objections not as a rejection, but as a request for a little more information, or maybe just some reassurance.
This little 6-step dance is your roadmap. First, just be quiet. Let them get it all out. Don't interrupt. Second, align with their feeling, not the fact. You don't have to agree, you just have to understand. Then, ask a soft question. Figure out if that's the only thing holding them back. Offer a new solution, and then guide them to a new choice. Easy.
And this is exactly what step 2 sounds like in the real world. Someone says, I really need to talk to my doctor first. Instead of fighting it, you say this. Boom! You've instantly validated them. You're on their team now. You've gone from being a salesperson to a trusted ally in one sentence. All that tension just melts away. All right, theory's awesome, but let's put this into practice. Let's imagine you're at a local market, a wellness expo. You're standing at your booth. How does this stuff actually sound when you're talking to a real person?
You could start with something so simple like, so what do you deal with most during your day?
That lets them tell you exactly what's on their mind. Then you can tailor it. Do you prefer something fast and simple or more of a steady daily thing? See? You're letting them lead. And finally, you offer value. Hey, you want to try a quick sample? Or I can text you a simple guide for this. It is all about low-pressure helping. Okay, listen up, because this might be the single most important swap you ever make. Never, ever ask a yes or no question like, so, do you want to buy one? It feels like a trap. Instead, you offer a choice close. You're just assuming they want help because they've told you they do, and now you're just helping them pick the best first step. It's empowering.
And that dreaded moment, can I get your number, suddenly becomes so easy when you lead with value. You're not taking info, you're giving something useful. You know, I've got this super short guide I can text you that explains the best way to use these. Want me to send it over? I mean, who says no to that? It's helpful, not grabby.
Now, what's really cool is that these same human-to-human principles work perfectly when you're talking to a salon owner or a gym manager or a chiropractor. It's still all about understanding their world and solving their problems, just, on a slightly bigger scale.
When you approach another business, these are the 3 problems you're there to solve for them. You can help them make their clients even happier. You can support their own hardworking staff. And, this is the big one, you can help them add a new stream of revenue without adding more work.
And this question right here? Oh, this is pure gold. It's logical, it's not confrontational, and it speaks directly to how a business owner thinks. They are already paying for rent, for lights, for staff. You're just offering a simple way to make all those existing costs more profitable. It's an irresistible invitation.
And the offer itself is just so simple. You could say, look, you can either retail the boxes right here, or you can just use the website link we give you and make 30% on every single sale that goes through it. There's no inventory, no overhead, no risk. It's just a clean, simple, and really smart financial proposition for them.
So let's bring it all back home. After all the frameworks and the scripts and the questions, what have we really learned? It's this. Selling wellness isn't some weird, complicated thing. It's just being a good human who knows how to listen really, really well.
This right here, this is your new job description. Ask questions with real curiosity, listen with real empathy, and just trust that by being a helpful, genuine resource, you'll be the one they think of when the time is right for them to make a change. It's about planting seeds, not forcing a harvest.
So I'll leave you with this thought. Forget about selling for just a minute. Just think about helping. Who in your world right now could you have a simple human conversation with? Who could you just ask, hey, what's going on? And then just listen. Go do that. The rest will take care of itself.